All right, so take two. I'm gonna be using this soap here today. I've already done a video on it. Got the puck already out. Like I said, I've already done a video. It was sitting here drying, and I know you're a bit lost on what's happening here, but let me go ahead and show you the intro of the original shaving video and kind of break it down on when it arrived, give you guys some more information, details, and what have you about the items, and then I'll meet you guys back here after that. Hey everybody, I'm Manny here, and welcome back to the channel SoCal Shave. So we got a little package here from Pro Razors. I already pre-opened the package just so I could make this video a little quicker. So I was contacted by Pro Razor and asked if I'd be willing to do a little review on some items that they sent me. And here is a box here. Don't want everything to fall out. But thank you very much to Pro Razor for thinking of me and asking if I'd be willing to do a review. So we have a soap here. This is called Sunrise Bliss. Pro Man. Some information there on the back. I've got a brush. I don't know if it's synthetic. I don't know if it's horse. I don't know if it's boar, but we shall see. We've got a bowl. Again, I don't know much about the items. I just agreed to do a review for them. The next one I have here is a Pearl. It's called the Sleek Single Edge Razor with stand. And there you have it. I can hear something inside. Maybe some blades or something that maybe came out of the package. But everything is still currently sealed. And we've also got a slant razor, stainless steel 316, plastic free. I would hope it's plastic free for stainless steel. But that is some information we have there. We're going to use the slant here today. Here we have the razor, and pretty neat the way it's packaged. You get a little information thing there, and that's how your razor would be packaged. And pretty cool that they put some blades in there. Oh, that's cool. You got some O-rings so that you don't damage the bottom of the head. You have a fiber cloth, fiber clean cloth, and the razor is nice and secure with a stretchy band. Pretty neat, pretty neat. Right off the bat, looks pretty damn smooth. Can't complain so far. Slant would be a good thing right now because of my growth. But let's check out the machining. Very smooth machining. That's a plus. You can hear the tolerances on that. Pretty smooth. Yeah, it looks pretty damn good. Check that out. Very sweet. So it already has an O-ring on there. Comes with an O-ring, so that way you don't start scuffing down on the bottom there. So that's pretty cool. Nice knurling. I'm assuming this is directional. Yeah, it's directional. I'm assuming that's the line right there. Maybe you can't put them on backwards, but the line does go from the bottom of the cap. Don't know if you guys can pick that up. It goes from the bottom of the cap to the top of the cap, that little piece in the bottom. Like it's an exclamation point. So I'm assuming they can't be put on backwards. I know that's something that you can, but pretty cool. We'll see how that goes. Yeah, the knurling on this is pretty sweet. Pretty nice. There you go, little pearl. The little symbol on the bottom there. So let's go ahead and check these blades out. And I've never used their blades. nor have I used the razor. So these are the blades there. 10 pack. And let's see how we get on with these blades. Me being a truck driver, there you have the blade there. Let's go ahead and snug that down. There we have it. I've never had a razor with O-rings before. Feels a bit funny, I'm not gonna lie, but we'll give it a shot and see how we do. I did rinse everything off, and I'll tell you why. But bowl, it's got some, I don't know what you would call it, but I'm assuming that's gonna help to whip up the lather and along the sides as well. And pretty cool. Check that out. It's got a razor holder, and this will be your brush holder. And speaking of brush, I did rinse and wash out this brush. We have a synthetic, I was that's synthetic boar, maybe a synthetic badger, but pretty cool looking brush. Very chubby, Simpson like. I would say that's a Simpson style brush handle, but it's got a nice, like a light a dark chocolate brown, I guess you could say, with some pearlescent beige, I guess. It's really nice handle, really looking brush. A lot of dust on this stuff, so I don't know how long it's been sitting in the warehouse, but definitely rinse out your brush. There was a lot of debris. The water was pretty dirty. That's one thing I was not fond of, but just want to inform and let everybody know. The brush, the bowl also, so I had to rinse a lot of this stuff off, but we'll see. We're not doing a review on dust, we're doing a review on the products. So here we have the soap there. So this is pretty cool. I haven't seen this before. So the actual artwork is I don't know if you call it embossed through the back of, I'm assuming the back of the tin, to allow it to be more pronounced. So if you run your fingers over it, you can feel all the artwork. So that's pretty cool. I actually dig that. So what do we have here? Sunrise Bliss, 125 grams. The scent, let's see. The soap is firm, very firm, really firm. I would say this is a triple milled, maybe, or double milled, triple milled, quad milled. This is really hard. This is a really hard soap, but definitely very hard soap. Now soap smells, the scent, pleasing scent, and I think this would be for those who don't really like strong scents. On a scale of 1 to 10, it's probably about a 4, maybe a 5. The soap might open up during the shave, so we'll give that a shot here. I haven't done a review in a long time. I've tried to stay away from them, just because I got a lot of stuff going on right now, life-wise, and yeah. So, but it's pretty sweet that I get a chance to get back into doing something like this. I've missed it. So soap right away lathers up like a dream, really quick. That's a plus. All right, so let's get into it here and we'll talk a little bit more. Here is the shave brush. Again, like I told you, the soap. Again, going in with the brush, the shaving bowl, same razor, different blade today. I'll talk more about that here in a little bit. And I think that's about it. So let me go ahead and wet my knot here. Again, this is a synthetic knot. Going in with the puck here. And I'll talk here for just a brief moment, give you guys a breakdown on what happened. So the shave was a bit rough. I would say a little bit more than a bit rough. And that could have been from a lot of things. I wanted to release the video, but there were some things I missed, and I didn't want to misinform anyone, and kind of go back and physically, I guess, edit myself here in this video and what I missed. So I could have had an issue with the blade in that video that I did a while back. I was having some issues with the shave, not knowing if it was the blade, if it was a razor, if the geometries were off. And I found some things on the razor that I was confused about, and I figured, let me go ahead and redo this video and see if by any chance things would have changed. In that video, I was happy with the performance of the soap, and I was happy with the brush itself, and the blade and razor combo, not so much. So I don't know what went wrong. I actually, in that video, I used 2 different blades. I don't remember what I used. I don't remember what I used. Honestly, I don't remember. There was 2 different blades that I used in that shave, and I couldn't recover the shave from that. It was just I was having some issues. So I know that doesn't say much, but we're gonna go ahead and give this a second shot. In that video, I did clean up my shave with a 34C. A pretty rough shave, in fact. So it's very hard, I've noticed. Not saying that Pearl is having the same issue, but I've noticed that there are quite a few companies out there who are making slants, and for whatever reason, it seems to be it's difficult to make a slant razor, and I do own a few of them, and I do get along with those razors. Now, this razor here, like I said, I don't know what it was, and I'll speak more about it here in just a minute. Let me go ahead and get this lathered started here. Just load it off the puck. Gonna load some in my bowl, and try to get this done pretty quickly here. Now, the performance and slickness of the soap was really good. I was very happy with the soap and the performance. Let me go ahead and clean off the handle here. So there's that. Um, and even using the 34C afterward. Like I said, it was hard to recover that shave. But we're gonna give it another shot. Again, like I'll talk more about this razor as we go on. Key point: there is a rubber washer that you need to use on the shave. On the first shave, I did use that washer. I used it as it was intended, but I overlooked something. Even though I used it, I still overlooked something. The little card slip that you get in the razor packet says that it has to be used with a washer, right? So when I was having my rough shave, I figured, I wonder if it could be. Did I even show you guys? I didn't show you guys the blade I'm using here. Brand new blade. Now in the shave, like I said, or on that slip, the card that they give you, I have it here on the side. I'll try to get it out right here in a minute. Says that it has to be used with the razor. And make sure that the O-ring sits in that pocket as best and aligned as possible. And that was another thing that I overlooked. I had it good. It was just a bit cockeyed, but I don't think it's gonna make a difference, and I'll explain that later on in the shave as to why. But as far as I can tell, it looks pretty much aligned, and we'll go over that in just a little bit more here in detail. The razor card is right here. Let me get the card out. If I can get this, is it the right? Give me a second. For some reason, it's pretty tight in there. What the hell? Says tips for using the razor slant. Always use the razor with a washer, which is attached on the bottom plate. Else handle will not fit. Some information there. So even though I used it, I just forgot to mention it. Maybe you guys, maybe I overlooked it. You know, I'm not sure exactly what I did in that video. But I'm gonna do this video all over again, kind of all over again, and see if maybe things would change. So align that little dot with the, it's hard to pick up, but it's an exclamation point that starts from the top to the bottom, so there's nothing on the other side. So I guess that's the way to know if they're aligned. If you guys can pick that up, right? The exclamation point goes from the top to the bottom. So let's see if maybe the shave will change in this one, and if not, we'll finish it up with the 34C and we'll go from there. And I don't know what's going on outside, but there's a bunch of commotion out there. So first off, I kind of wonder if maybe it was the blaze they provided me with, which I don't, it's probably in the packet there. In the intro of the video, I showed it. Some of that damn open outside. The blade felt good during the first and second pass. in that video. And it started getting a little iffy on the third pass. Now, for those of you guys who know, who have been on the channel long enough, know that I have very coarse stove. So I tend to kill a blade quite quickly. So there may have been some microscopic bends in the blade. Kind of if you would picture the fine coarse end of a cheese grater, that's kind of what it felt like when I was done with the shave. Like I just felt a whole bunch of little pricks everywhere. And that was telling me that the blade was not good for me. So I decided to use a blade I'm familiar with and that I enjoy, and see if maybe the outcome's a little different. I might have to stop this video and go outside a little bit because yeah, they're getting a bit western outside, dude. It's getting pretty loud. I don't know if the camera picks it up. But it is a little late right now, so it's like, you know, you gotta calm it down because my son's about to go to sleep. Which is, I'm trying to be a little quick about it because he's gonna bust in here any minute. You know, I really want this razor to work. It's a really nice and decent razor. I just didn't want to put the wrong information out there and give like bad information, you know, and damage their sales or hurt their sales. Now they're freaking out. I could have spent more time on the leather, but it's good enough. Wow. Good God. Now they're jumping on the stairs outside. Oh man. I'm about to go out there and see what the hell's going on, dude. This is good enough to know. I can hear that neighbor yelling at the kids. Oh, give me a second, guys. Yeah, I went out there and they're having a big old shindig. So it's not just one person I gotta talk to. I'm not gonna deal with it if it gets pretty. If it gets much more wilder than that, I'm gonna have to just call enforcement and have them come out here and deal with it. But let's get into the third pass. And the scent was another, I don't know if I mentioned it, the scent was another one that I was happy with. It's a nice scent. The scent is a bit more pronounced than I thought it was going to be. So it's a good on that one. Good in that aspect. Wow. Man, I really hope you guys can't pick that up on camera. I gotta be very careful because my thickest hair grows here in this area in my stash. Forgot what pass I was on. All right, mustache is all we got left here. Sorry, I'm quiet, guys. I'm just really focusing here. Especially because I have to go somewhere tomorrow where it's going to be hot. I might be sweating, and a bad shave is not going to be helpful. All right, let me do my clean passes on camera. I'll be right back. All right, let's get in with the stick. Let's see how we did. Okay, I got some stinging. Nothing too severe to that shave. So the blade is not the issue because, or should I say, the blade that they provide may not be the issue because this blade is an awesome blade that I'm using. And it's a fresh new out of the package. And I'm getting something similar to the last shave, but by far not as close. On a scale of 1 to 10, this is like a 1 compared to that shave. As in pain, less pain. But I do feel the bites in all areas evenly, kind of evenly. So that leads me to believe that it might be the razor. It feels like the blade's sticking too far out, causing too much chatter. But that may be an issue for me. If you have less coarse of a beard or hair growth or whatever you want to call it, it might not be the same situation with you. You might have a really good shave from it. As for me, it's a little bit different. Let me go ahead and rinse this off. I'll be right back. All right, so I was thinking, what can I use to complement this shave? I used something last time and it did pretty well, but I wanted something different today. And it's got a spicy kind of scent to it, a really pleasant, inviting kind of spice to it. Something that, give me a second, I not at all compared to it, but was complimenting was this. If you guys know this scent, then you kind of understand the ballpark of where I'm at. I figured, what else do I have that's kind of spicy? Nothing compared to it, but I just picked this up. I actually forgot I had these bottles. That's what sucks about having so much shaving gear. Sometimes you forget what you have. I mean, I've only used this like twice or once. I don't even know. But yeah, so I have the other ones also, but I forgot I had these. So let's go ahead and get into this one here. And let's see how we do. Again, it's nothing like the It's nothing like the soap, but I do love the spiciness from it. So this shave is not at all as bad as the first go around, which is a good thing. Now, one thing I did notice with other razors, like slants like this, third-party slants, I guess you can call them, is the inconsistency in the shave. So I did get a much more BBS shave from the last one, and so that's a plus. But there were a lot of areas where the razor was having issues picking that up. And again, I had to go in with a 34C to clean it up. Now in that other shave, I did not even use the alum stick because it was bad. It was really bad. I mean, that shave was a complete bloodbath. I actually had a bunch of like spots on my tank top. Every time I was not kneeling down, putting my neck down, all these spots and everything on my shirt, blood spots. And I might get some here and there, but they were kind of tough. They just kept going. But I had a much more better shave this time around. Take from this shave what you will. I really dug the soap. Really good soap. Very whatever formula that is, it's a really good formula. I really dig it. I've had some really bad formulas from other artisans, but this is the good. This is going to be a keeper. I really dig. I dig the artwork on their labels. However, I did have a rust spot down there that was that came over up onto the soap. Just dug the piece out. But I don't, every time I use my soap for the first time in a tin, I let it dry and I put it back in the tin dry. I never use it wet like that. And if I do use it wet, it's always the first time. After that, I dry it up, make sure it's clean and dry. Then I store everything away, and that's the way I do it. I never store my puck wet, and I always pull the puck out of my tin. The brush, really dug the brush. The bowl, awesome bowl. The razor did okay. The first, second, third pass, much more better than last time. So I think a big role also had to do with the blade change. I'm assuming. But I did feel a little of the nicks all over the place. Not as bad as the last shave. So I think there might be something microscopic, alignment issue. I'm not sure, the geometry, something's off, I feel, with the razor. That's just me. That's what I feel. It may not have anything to do with it. I don't know. But for me to have to clean up the shave with 34C kind of throws that at me, that there's something a little bit off with the razor. Again, I'm not sure. So when it comes to the razor, I also did notice that when you really look at the razor and the blade, you can see that the blade sticks out a little further out to one side. So if you look at the razor head like this, you would have more gap on this side than you would on this side, and vice versa. So I think that's an issue where I'm shaving there. I might have a little angled more to one side versus the other side, where one side is much more aggressive than the other. I'm not sure. It may be my eyes, but it could be to the naked eye. I don't know. That's just what I'm seeing. And another thing, that's the O-ring. When you tighten it down, it blows out the O-ring, and it's still not too tight. If you were to, or should I say, it's not tight enough, and if you were to tighten it some more, you're probably going to rip that O-ring. So something tells me that I don't know, it's something's just not right. Something's off. You guys can see there. I don't know. I don't know what to say. But yeah, I just thought I wanted to put some extra information out there. You can see the O-ring blown out. And again, I'm going to try to, you can loosen it up with your hand to see how tight it is. I mean, it's really not that tight. If you don't tighten it down, you're going to get an uneven gap. It, to me, again, to the naked eye, maybe not, but when you zoom in, maybe under a microscope or something, I do feel that there is more gap to the right than there is to the left. Even with that O-ring blown out like that, if I were to loosen it up, it does chatter. I'll show you guys here in a little bit what it looks like without the O-ring. I really feel that they need to do away with that O-ring and make the head completely flush to the razor. And I'll show you more of that in a minute. All right, so this is the razor without the O-ring, and you can see there's a gap there at the head, meeting the handle. But and it is completely tight. But when there's no blade in it, it does chatter, and I will show you that here in a minute. All right, so if you can see, it is tight, semi-tight, not all the way tight. I mean, if I really tighten it, I'm going to damage it. But you can hear, I don't know, there's something, just I'm saying, something's off. I don't know what's going on here. But there's still that gap there. I was telling you guys. I think that's why they asked to use the O-ring, but they need to fix this to not use an O-ring to make it flush. I'm assuming that's because the handles align with the top head, not with the bottom head. So that's what we have there. I might be overlooking that. I'm not sure. If anyone out there who's used this razor is experiencing that, let me know. Again, I'm not trying to badger the company. I'm just giving you my whole honest opinion. But other than that, I mean, that's what we have for you guys. I hope you guys enjoyed this shave. If you guys do, please like, favorite, share, subscribe. Thank you for Pro Razor for sending these items over to me to be able to try them out on the channel. And I will catch you guys on the next episode. Later, guys.